Hello everyone, welcome to the series of science lessons. This is a continuation of the previous lecture. In the ancient times, wood was the most common source of energy, the most common source of heat energy. This heat energy is used to prepare food in the ancient times. When the coal came into picture, coal became one of the major reasons for industrial revolution because coal had become a major source of energy. This industrial revolution has made a path for a better quality of human life all over the world. But coal wasn't sufficient source of energy for all kinds of application. Petroleum and natural gas has also come into picture. These fuels are formed over millions of years ago and the resources are very limited. The fossil fuels are non-renewable sources of energy. Once these fuels are used, there is no way to get back. There is no way that we can reuse it. Since these fossil fuels are getting used at very high rate, in the future we may face a crisis of fossil fuels. So we need to look for alternate sources of energy. Here we can see a pie chart of most commonly used sources of energy. The majority of the pie chart is filled with coal, then hydroelectricity, then petroleum and natural gas, finally nuclear and wind energy. There is one more disadvantage of using these fossil fuels. Burning these fossil fuels will cause air pollution. The oxides of carbon, nitrogen and sulfur that are released on burning fossil fuels are acidic oxides. The presence of these oxides in the atmosphere leads to acid rain. Acid rain affects our water and soil resources. The pollution of these fossil fuels could be reduced to some extent by making the machines more fuel efficient. Large amount of fossil fuels are burnt every day in power stations to heat up the water to produce steam. This high energy steam is further sent to a turbine. There will be some fan configuration in the turbine. When the high pressure steam comes at turbine, the fan rotates to generate electricity. The transmission of electricity is efficient than transporting coal and petroleum for some distance. Thermal power plant. In thermal power plants, fuel is burned to produce heat energy, which in turn heat energy is converted into electrical energy. Hydropower plants. Kinetic energy of flowing water or the potential energy of water at some certain distance, such as like waterfall. Hydropower plants converts the potential energy of falling water into electricity. Below the falling water, a turbine is placed. These turbines turn and produce electricity. Hydroelectricity could be produced where the dams are constructed in such a way that the potential energy of water is converted into electrical energy. High-rise dams are constructed on the river to obstruct the flow of water. Water could be collected in large reservoirs, and the potential energy keeps on increasing. As the height increases, the water from high level in the dam is carried through pipes, and even the pressure will be more. As the height increases, even the pressure increases at the bottom. In this path of flowing water, a turbine will be placed. A powerhouse generator will be placed. This turbines helps to convert the flowing water into electrical energy. Since water in the reservoir would be refilled as when rainfall occurs. One of the big disadvantages of constructing big dams are large areas of agricultural land and the land which are used for human habitation have to be sacrificed in order to build large dams. And even large ecosystems are destroyed. When these ecosystems are submerged in water and the vegetation which is being submerged rots under anaerobic conditions and give rise to large amount of methane, which also cause greenhouse gas. The content of this recording is borrowed from Karnataka Textbook Society Bangalore under Fair Usage Policy. This video is presented by Avari Technologies. Please do hit subscribe button to get more content. Thank you.